The rights they hope you'll never see. If you are not angry yet, just wait. These are the rights they hope you never learn to use. Hi again, I'm Sarah Rainey. If you're here, you probably watched part 1 and you know the truth. Victims' rights sound great on paper, but in reality, they're ignored unless you fight for them. Part 1, I outlined the first 6 rights that every crime victim is entitled to. In this video, I'll finish the list and then show you exactly what you can do when those rights are violated. Because I promise you, if you don't fight for them, no one else will. Let's continue with number 7, the right to restitution. You have the right to request that the offender reimburse you out-of-pocket losses, funeral costs, medical expenses, property damage, lost income. But let's be real. Most victims don't know how to ask for it, and prosecutors don't always do it for you. Sometimes they don't even mention it. And if the offender has no money, the court may not order anything at all, which is usually the case. But it's still your right to request it and to have that request heard. Let's go on to number 8, the right to protection. You have the right to be protected from the offender throughout the legal process. That includes physical safety, emotional safety, protection from harassment or retaliation. But was I given a safe room at court? No, but that is my right. Was I warned before the offender was released? No, I wasn't. I was left alone in the hallway with the man who killed my son and his mother. That's not protection, that's negligence. And it happens to victims every single day. They simply don't want us there. Because if we are there, they have to follow the law. The right to privacy. You can ask the court to keep your address, phone number, or other personal information private. You can even ask that the media limit the coverage or withhold your name. But most victims are never told they have this option. And once that information's out there, it's nearly impossible to take back. And honestly, you could find yourself in trouble in unsafe situations. Number 10, the right to the return of property if law enforcement takes your personal property as evidence. You have the right to get it back when it's no longer needed. But do you know how many victims never even ask? Or worse, never get it returned at all. I didn't. Because no one tells them how to ask. Because no one wants to bother doing the paperwork. Now let's go to number 11. The right to a speedy trial. Delays hurt victims too, but not defendants. This gives the defendants time to walk the streets for a couple of years without being in jail, being bailed out. This gives their defense time to find every loophole they possibly can because of the delay. This gives the defendants time to harass witnesses or even get rid of them. Victims are all affected by how long a case drags out. Never forget that. Defense attorneys, their job is to drag a case out for years if they can. And you'll be told it's normal. But yet you think that person is behind bars. He's walking free, going home to his mother for lunch, dinner, playing with his children, drinking and driving, because licenses aren't taken away from them, even if they kill somebody in Texas. It may be common, but it's not fair. You have the right to ask the court for progress and to speak up when things are stalled. Number 12, the right to enforcement of your rights. Here's the most important one. If your rights are violated, you have the right to file a formal complaint. Now, let me say that again. You can report them to the state bar. Whether it's the DA's office, a victim's advocate, or who misled you, or a judge who shut you out. There are ways to demand accountability. Most people never do. Why? And this is the reason why I didn't do it. Because they're grieving, because they don't know how. Because of how long it takes to do it. Because they're scared. I get it. I've been there. But this is how we fight back. Paper trails, complaints, documentation, and even if they don't like it, especially if they don't. Number 13, the right to access support services. You are entitled to referrals for counseling, emergency shelter, advocacy, legal aid, but here's the ugly truth. Many of these services are either underfunded, delayed, or run by people inside the same DA's office. That's already failed you. So you need to find out independent help, not a victim's rights person who reports to the same office that's ignoring you. So what can you do? Let's get practical. If you feel your rights are being ignored, ask questions, even if they roll their eyes. Get everything in writing. Always create a paper trail. Speak up at hearings, even if your voice shakes. Submit formal complaints. Use their system against them. Connect with outside advocates. And share this video with other victims. And above all, don't let them make you feel like your pain is a problem. You are not the problem. The silence is. The raw truth, and you have every right to fight for justice because no one else will do it for you. It's unfair, it's devastating, but it's the truth. You can't count on being treated with dignity, not by the court, not by the DA, and even by the system that claimed it was here to help. Your loved one becomes a case number. You become a nuisance. If you ask too many questions and the district attorney, they don't work for you, they work for the state, for the system, for their career. We want to believe justice means fairness, but the real world doesn't work like that, not unless we force it to. So no, it's not fair, but it is reality, and knowing that truth is the first step to fighting back. This video is in memory of my beautiful, beautiful son, whom I lost to a drunk driver. Thank you.